Okay, so do you want to talk about the Shane thing, Di? We'll jump into that.
Yeah, listen, real quick. This is interesting. Sources is from Sean from Ross with Fightful.
Hmm.
Sources near Shane McMahon spoke with Fightful and wouldn't confirm Shane wanted equity in AEW, but did admit that Shane was hoping to run a lot of things without having much product knowledge. Tony Khan passed on the overture. More details for subscribers. So Shane McMahon wanted. Well, what do you think he would want?
Yeah.
And I mean, you can't argue that it probably would have been. I mean, they can't get any worse.
I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
And here's the other thing, bro. If you can have Shane McMahon on your side, why wouldn't you? He was there when it was built. He knows everything. He's got connections with executives. But I just feel Tony doesn't want.
that's why I was surprised to see that picture and see that he even took that meeting because I didn't. I was real surprised when they started hinting at it on TV. Like, wow, is Shane actually gonna be somewhere in here? Never happened, but I don't know. I'm not surprised it didn't happen. And then you saw Shane at the Super Bowl and with Vince like last week or whatever. So kind of figured he wasn't working for AEW when that came down. That picture came out.
What do you think, Disco?
About the Shane McMahon thing.
Yeah.
He obviously wanted some saying like running stuff,
Right.
and Tony Khan won't give that up.
Right. What would you
Tony
have
Khan
done?
probably thinks he knows more about. I mean,
Yeah, he probably does.
what would I have done and what Tony Khan would have done are obviously completely different things. I would be sensibly running the company. I would have if just hypothetically, if I was in charge,
Right.
I'd have you running one of the shows, Vince running one of the shows. I would have creative oversight, but I would let you guys. I give you a lot of freedom to run the shows,
Right.
and book the shows. Like I'd be like, I'd be kind of like I'd run it kind of like Eric Bischoff did,
Right.
where he was kind of like a concept guy.
Right.
Like I have an idea for this, and then
Right.
let you guys tweak the story. Like it's like here's your basic story.
Right.
The lack
you
of
get a lot of input. Yeah.
what does the lack of product knowledge really mean, though? I mean, how long would it take him to catch up?
And I wouldn't be the show writer, but I don't have experience at that. I would have the guy that writes the show, an experienced writer, write the show
Right.
to fill in pre-tapes. Then put a package here, put a vignette. That's what the show writer does.
Right.
Like perfect example, like last night in AEW, if you don't watch a week before, this is just like so silly. I'm just real quick. We'll talk about it later. But they opened up the show with Hangman Page and MJF coming out for a one-off. They're going to talk. Well, the week before, I remember seeing these guys had to be held back. We're trying to get at each other. They're supposed to rip each other's eyes out, right? Well, they didn't follow up on from that point, that ending point to the starting point in this show. There was no follow-up on that. Like you would have thought they would have had security in the ring, but
Right.
they went out there and they after trying to get they went out of the conversation. Then it got a little bit heated. Then the security showed up, and then they showed. Then after they did a 15-minute segment talking to each other, then they showed the recap of what happened last week. So it's going like like there's like a lot of backward stuff there, So I don't know. If you want to make some fantasy picks on your favorite sports, check out Underdog Fantasy. It's all the rage, where you can choose higher or lower between 2 to 8 players, and you can win up to 325 times your entry. Use the code K100 at the Underdog Fantasy website, on the app, or at our personalized link, and you can receive up to $1,000 in bonus cash as well as a free pick. Underdog Fantasy offers a unique approach to fantasy sports, and it's a simple pick 'em style format. You can select players you believe will outperform expectations without the complexities of traditional daily fantasy sports. The user-friendly interface and growing community make it easy and fun to play, plus it's available in over 30 U.S. states. We will share our picks for you every week on K100 Sports. You can follow along or play against us. So use the code K100 at UnderdogFantasy.com on the app or at the link included in the show notes and receive up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a free pick. UnderdogFantasy.com. It's an underdog thing. Here's my top 5 for the week. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Number 5, Tiffany and Naya. Number 4. Oh, by the way, the Momo Watanabe and the Thunder Rosa stuff is my honorable mention but it's not. It's just it wasn't good. I would tell you people go back and watch it, but it's not good. It's like this. It's kind of like a botch. Both of them. Number 5 was Tiffany and Naya. Number 4 was the New Day promo. Number 3 was Max Caster. Number 2 was Fatu and Drew, and number 1 was the Gunther promo by far. I thought that was the best thing. That was the best television segment all week, I thought.
Okay, so my honorable mention is the 2 you mentioned. Okay,
I'm on to Tom.
right. And Miz is over the top, corny crying that he did on
Right.
SmackDown. Okay, that was brutal, Bob Evans.
Okay.
Number 5 is Gunther and Jay, and the Seth and Finn match from Raw. I thought that was great. Number 4, Zayn and Pierce promo with an honorable and a foray to Max Caster. Okay. Number 3, the Judgment Day tension. Okay, especially Finn and Dom, and I like anything Carlito does.
Okay.
Number 2 was the Drew Cody Fatu promo.
Mm-hmm.
And number 1 for me was the Damian Priest Strowman Fatu match.
Interesting. That's the one that did the bet. That did not do good
Right.
on the Joe. Pull up the SmackDown numbers.
Yep.
That did the worst segment on the what you call it, SmackDown.
Really?
Yes, it did. But I'll give you a good reason why. Okay, so here's the viewership trend. So first hour, basic audience 1.36 to 1.45, just give or take. And this is Cody, Drew, Jacob Fatu, Naomi versus Chelsea, and the Machine Guns versus Lagarza. So they spike at the 9 o'clock hour, like they always do every single week. And that was the solo backstage, the Miz Nick Aldis, the Miz Nakamura LA Knight promo.
Yeah.
Actually, the highest rated thing on the show, LA Knight and Miz and what you call it. So then it went down a little bit. Then it spiked again for, take a wild guess, Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax spiked. That was like the second biggest spike of the show, but the one on the 9 o'clock hour. Actually the biggest spike, and then it just completely dropped off for the Jacob Fatu Braun Strowman stuff.
Right.
And I think the only reason why maybe is because those guys aren't. I think everybody kind of thought Jacob Fatu was going to win, and maybe because I saw some people turn it back on at the end there. I think when the main event starts, sometimes the people think they can probably turn this off and just tune it back in with like a couple minutes left in the show. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I don't even know what to think, to tell you the truth.
Right. Well, that's the way I do it. I want to see what happens at the end. So
Right.
when this
Right, that-
starts. Yeah, but interesting though. But and plus they're not 3 of their top stars yet.
Right.
On Priest and what you call it. So.
MikeDurbin.com. You can get the WCW-esque Konnan in that K-Dog Wolfpack style. Man, this Konnan might be Bendy of the Year right now.
I
really
told you. Yo. Let me speak on this. Mike Durbin Productions exclusive. Konnan, I was the most impressed with Konnan, man. It's like undercover Bendy of the Year. It's a really nice figure. The do-rag is freaking awesome in person. I love the exclusive with the WCW packaging. I love this one with the camo. It's really nice.
And I will say a figurine expert who went to TJ on Friday, Matt Cardona, put it over as being a good figurine as far as figurines go.
Yo, hold on, let me speak on this. Exclusive Mike Durbin Productions, K-Dog. Look at that, listen to K-Dog, keeping it 100, logo on the back, MikeDurbin.com. Get it right now. Low key might be Bendy of the Year. Go get it.
Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And thank you for picking us. Boom.